Grout is what one may find under one's toenails. Grout comes in many colors, in many forms and textures, but it mostly has a cheesy smell.
Right now, I am in a preschool that people go to before they go to the University of Groutology. This is what you would call, I guess, just a preparation. It's a 2-year course. If you want to look around, they are constantly studying. Some are studying making short promotional films about Grout. If you come with me, everything is Grout related. There's a theater Grout program. If you come over here, we'll see people who are doing presentations which are related to the invasion of the Grout. It's very important. There is Grout all over the school, everywhere. If you come with me. Okay, right now everybody's in class, so the hallway will be pretty empty. If you come with me into this corner, I will try and find a little bit of Grout. Now, they really keep it under the ear right here. I don't know if you can get in on that because that's you can't probably even see it. You see, that's the great thing about this school is the Grout is invisible. So, Doctor, if you can explain toe grout to us, perhaps, and what we are looking at right now. If you see, my finger's right in there. In between here would that what you would call toe grout, Doctor?
Toe grout, yes. This, for instance, here, if you would hold the mic for me, please.
Sure thing.
Here, point it at me. Toe grout is, for instance, a little bit of this substance. Now, this one is of the flaky texture. It's a white grout and is mostly found under gym socks. As you can see, I don't have much grout under my nail here. Yes, I am one of the victim consumers that has fallen prey to clippers by the Grout Away Clipper Company.
Would you say that athletes are more prone to toe grout than ordinary people?
Yes and no. Athletes accommodate toe grout a lot better because they sweat and a lot of skin particles. Oh, wait. We missed some here. Here's some toe grout, which was hiding away. This is
right
its. Yes, there. As you can see, there's a little bit of toe grout there, and this is very important in the Gruyere cheese manufacturing industry.
Yes.
For instance, they use through esterification the smell of toe grout, and they put it in the cheeses. There's a lot of other uses for toe grout. I'm sure for Christmas cakes.
Yes.
I'm sure you've tasted a little bit of Christmas cakes, and they have a little cheesy flavor, a little bit of grainy texture, and that's from the grainy type of toe grout, mostly found under ski boots and those type of mountain climbing shoes, and so.
I heard a rumor last week that if I can just get a shot of it, the hair that grows on the tip of the male toe,
right here,
there it is.
for instance.
Yes, I heard that was a major source of toe grout hibernation.
Yes, it is. The toe grout they feed off hair follicles. Toe grout feeds off hair follicles, excuse me. And what it does is in the middle of the night when one cannot see, the toe grout crawls up here, comes down here over this ridge, and eats a little bit of the hair, just the hair follicles, and it doesn't.
So is that why? Is that why the hairs never seem to get longer on your foot?
Exactly.
Here comes another student here at the preschool for Grout. All the time things are happening. There are school dances with favorite records from the newest Grout bands. There are fundraisers constantly. These people are the Grout-a-thon. These people are the ones who basically, in association with the Institute for Groutology or the Research Foundation, these are the people who run it. Not only apart from Grout, but they have to take subsidiary courses such as lint, dust in the 1940s, apples and oranges and fruit worms and what we should know about fruit worms. Really, these are the people who are not ignorant in life. Whereas if somebody may say, get me my dust buster, they'll let it sit. They'll let it rise. They'll give it the life that it deserves because these people care. Come with me. This is the school of peace and Grout. That's what it is. I look around and that's all I see. I guess one of the teachers was away today. I guess they went on a Grout field trip, I think someone told me. They went down to a building which hadn't been cleaned in 227 years. Their Grout must be phenomenal. I mean, these people strive on it. I mean, whereas I like my pleasure from a picture in a Playboy magazine, these people will go down to city dumps and just sit there for hours and smile. Come for a walk. This is important. This is history in the making here. What do we have here? Well, we see they're taking a French course, but what they're learning is basically how to communicate with Grout in other languages. See, we haven't found yet how to communicate in Grout, but they do say that Grout, that if you speak French a lot, Grout will form just around you. So if I stand here and say, il y a 100 times, I'll look around and little Grout will be around on the ground. I was in Zimbabwe last week, and I know for a fact that the one place in the world where Grout is not a problem is in these third world countries. I was there doing a study on the African bushwoman and why she does and how she does it, and what I found was because of the jewelry, as you mentioned, the jewelry that they wear all over their bodies and the symbolic ritual paintings that they cover, they are practically enveloped with Grout. I mean, it smelled like a...
It's the wonderful smell of Grout. It brings me a warm feeling inside. Grout thriving, Grout growing. It's beautiful.
The last
it truly
time I
is.
smelled it like that is when I went to an animal cemetery, but from the waist down, they were all covered with Grout. Now, granted, it was smelly, but I'm lucky I had my Kodak there because I got some remarkable pictures, and the grandchildren are gonna love them, and I even brought back a little Grout, and I framed it. Right, I'm Professor Tork, and I'm the specialist here at the University of Grout, and I'm here to talk to you about Grout here at the University of Grout, which I'm a specialist at. Sir, you have a question for me. You're putting me on camera. I'm very uncomfortable.
Tell us about Grout. What kind of problems are there?
Well, here at the University of Grout, where I'm a specialist, we study Grout here at the university. Oh, problems. Well, the problem is that people really don't appreciate Grout, and they try to get rid of it. If you can put your camera over here, I'll show you one of the main killers of Grout. This is very emotionally hard for me to do. Oh God, I can't pick it up. Oh well, this is it. Just get it, but don't put me in the same shot as it. It's called a broom. If you look up close, if you can, like, I know there's that automatic focus. You know, I bought one of those little video cameras from our kid a couple of weeks ago. There's that room, there's the fuzzy navel. Now, I'll come over here. If you come over to our laboratory bar, where Professor Igwan got really drunk the other day, threw up all over this counter. It was really disgusting. But guess who had to clean it? That's right, I had to clean it, and I really didn't appreciate it. Okay, can you come and hold the microphone for me? Just keep that camera rolling, you think, so I can pour this drink, and you can still hear what I'm saying. Well, what do you say before the drink gets cold, eh, mate? You Americans so goddamn slow, you know. Okay, here we got the schnapps and some other shit that, you know, we just put in for, you know, liquor. So I'll just put that, We'll just put that in there, and we'll make the little mixer. There we go. Just gonna pour a little out. Doesn't matter if you get that on camera. I'm gonna try and find something in the closet that I can just put it on. If you can hold this for a minute, sir. And put the camera over here. Before I put the Grout in, we like to shake it up first. There we go. I'll wipe that off later. Okay, now here's where the science comes. Most bartenders do this when you're not looking. You know, when you're trying to pick up that chick at the end of the bar, you're really horny, you want to get laid at the end of the evening, you had too many gin and tonics. Well, this is what the bartenders do. They go inside, and they just pick away at their belly button, right here, and they get all that little fuzz stuff out of them, you know, and you just put it in there. That's right. They just take it out, and you put it in there. And then, you know, you turn around and you go, hey, bartender, where's my drink? And they go, oh, it's coming up right away, sir, you know, and they take the little thing, and they begin, whoop, shaking again. And then, right here, you got, you know, I like the taste. Anything else you'd like to add, Doctor?
Yes. What we haven't discussed is UFOs, unidentified food particles.
It happens to me all the time.
UFOs are found in braces, in unclogged cavities.
Would you think that you had any UFOs in between your teeth right now?
I don't really think so.
Okay, Grout. The 5 substances of Grout. You got Gret, which is a factor of lint. You got Ruz, which is also from lint, which comes from Groutine, which comes from a factor of lint, which comes from grouse, which I know where the hell grouse come from. Don't ask me, I don't have the silliest clue, you know what I mean? Underneath, you got the ot. Now, we don't know what that is. We sort of made it up because, you know, it's like for every letter there's something we didn't know what to put for the O, so we just put ot. For the U, I got this word, but like I can't pronounce it, eh? But there's a scientific method to do that, and that's MC squared. Now, that's something else. Hold on. Or is that EM square? Or is that ABC? Now, that's the pop band, isn't it? Right. It's EXY. And EXY is another factor from lint, which comes from grout, which comes from grotane, but which comes from a new chemical called chemic. Now, chemic is a real other natural phenomenon. You can do a whole documentary on that, but you don't want to because you're here to talk about grout, which comes from grout, which comes from grooves, which comes from this and that, which comes from lint and grows on and stuff like that. Okay, now the fifth and final factor, and we're going to have to come over here because it's the biggest factor of them all, simply called T. That's right, like in the letter, you know, T after S, stuff like that. The thing about T is it's the most mysterious drug, if you want to call it a drug, which appears in grout. Because if you break it down, it's like you got these three lines, right? You got lint, you got grout, and you got T. Now, singular, you got these three things. But when you add T to lint, that's when you get grout. Lint without T is lint. You always know that. You never forget that, ever. Okay? So, the other thing about T is you have the mathematical possibility. You put 12x over 104, 287, py 2 squared T. Don't ask me to explain it. It'll take too bloody long, but if you want to zoom in on that, then that's pretty cool because you can take that home, try and make some drug and make a kid hallucinate for a few hours. That's okay, too. It's my problem. I really need a drink.
Two heads are better than one, like they say, and two grouts are better than one grout. It's
definitely. The school was founded, I think, in 1939 and became very popular during the Grout invasion, of course, of the 1950s. Here we have two other students from the preschool of Grout. How long have you been studying here?
Where are we from?
The School of Grout. How long have you been studying here?
3 years.
Do you think you've learned a lot about grout and toe grout and things like that?
Well, see, toe grout is one of the more advanced, courses here. I'm not one of the more advanced students here, so for me to discuss toe grout, it's a little difficult.
Well, what type of grout are you studying?
Well, you see, bring the camera over here. Well, there's not really that much grout, but the grout between the window and the actual window pane, that.
Let's move on, shall we? Let's move on. Well, I just got to stop by the book room. I was in this room this afternoon, and it's just, I have never seen so many volumes on grout, toe grout, lint, dust, particles that grow in between butt cheeks, nose hairs, chest hairs, toe hairs. It's simply remarkable. The greatest library of grout I've ever seen. Okay, well, I'm here with another student. You told me you were on the 4-year medical plan. He plans to be a future groutologist and has I think, an apprenticeship from the National Research Foundation. If you'd like to tell me a bit about what you do here.
Well, presently I'm studying the 5-year course on groutology.
Right.
And I plan to graduate with my master's.
Yeah.
And I research grout.
What made you want to go into grout? Like, was it?
Grout's pretty interesting. You can learn a lot from grout.
Yes.
We use it a lot in our medicines, and it's just an everyday.
Well, why don't you show me around the front hall? Maybe if we, I don't know, anything, I guess.
Grout, you mean?
Well, anything that's for the school.
There's some grout right there.
Okay, we got to get in on this. If I'll just put my thing in. He says.
Can you see the grout in it?
Now I really.
It's a little black part right under your finger.
Now to me, that's medical science for you. Do you want to show me anything?
Wait, this grout can be used for many experiments.
Yes.
They're helpful in experiments.
Yes.
And in science projects as well.
Right.
This grout's an excellent conductor.
Conductor, they say.
They're great for conduction.
Yes.
And what else can they be used for? Lubricants.
Yes.
Definitely.
Why don't you show me some of some of the things featured here at the preschool for Grout. I don't know really what all this is about. Like, I heard there are a lot of art courses which are Grout related.
Right.
Yes.
The Wizard of Oz. This is an art project. Completely made out of grout. All we see here is 100% grout.
Remarkable.
That's
Pure
absolutely
medical.
remarkable.
Absolutely remarkable.
Do you see those black and white pictures up there?
Yes.
100% grout.
Really?
Photographed on grout film.
You know, I went to buy that, but it's terribly expensive today. Perhaps there's a lack of it that there.
You have to have a connection.
Yes,
That's
I
why.
guess so.
Do a school with that.
Well, good luck.
Thank you.
Another student here at the preschool for Groutology.
You'll see me one day on the cover of Time magazine.
I guess even though
Grout of the year.
I guess maybe, you know, even though the decrease of Grout, we have all these students who want to be Groutologists, perhaps, you know, Grout will strive again like it did in
Do
the
you
late
need this
50s.
grout?
No, if you'd like to take it for a class.
Yeah.
I'll need a release form. Well, I'm going up to class. You can look around. They need my Grout from my face. I mean, this is incredible.
Thank you.
First my teeth and now my cheek. This is absolutely amazing.